Hello everyone. Today I will be talking about the theory of everything. With this theory, we can possibly end all world's problems. So let's start. Our world is made up of two types of forces. One is the inward force, whose nature is to give mass to objects and reduce velocity. The other is the outward force, whose nature is to reduce the mass and increase velocity. There are some other names to these forces. For example, the inward force is also known as gravity. The outward force is also known as dark energy. Our life is full of examples of these two forces making things happen in our everyday life. For example, protons and neutrons are heavier and not moving due to gravity, and electrons are lighter and moving at fast velocity due to dark energy. And water is light and has velocity in its molecules, and metal is heavy and has less velocity in its molecules. There are also colors related to these two forces. The yellow color represents the lightness and hence dark energy. The black color represents denseness and hence gravity. The electric and magnetic forces are also just another name for these two forces. The magnetic force is due to gravity, and electric force is due to dark energy. Even your human body is due to these two forces. The innermost part of your body, the bones, is being pulled in by the gravity, and outermost part, the skin, is being pulled out by dark energy. A light photon is produced when the dense objects, electrons, are jumping around too much in their orbitals, and hence gravity cannot hold them much strongly, so the dark energy is able to convert those fast moving electrons into a photon. Even the sun is being pulled towards center of Milky Way by gravity, but at same time it is being pulled out of Milky Way by dark energy. This pulling out by dark energy is causing sun to rotate on its own axis. Similar thing happens with the planets. The periodic table is also a result of these two forces acting upon each other. The S block elements are being acted upon by dark energy. The D block are being acted upon by gravity. The P block are a mixture of dark energy and gravity. The more to the right of the P block we go, the effect of gravity decreases and dark energy increases. Even the chromosomes of human beings are being acted upon by these two forces. Since the body of a male human is being acted upon by gravity, so its Y chromosome is being acted upon by dark energy. Similarly, a female body is being acted upon by dark energy, but its X chromosomes, are being acted upon by gravity. It's the gray matter in the brain must be acted upon by gravity, and the CSF must be acted upon by dark energy. The white matter of the brain must be an intermediate acted upon by dark energy and gravity equally. The gray matter of the brain must be holding memories. The CSF of the brain must be responsible for processing those memories. So, in a paralyzed patient, the connection between the gray matter and CSF must be blocked, so the memories are still intact and CSF is still intact. only the connection needs to be restored. So if we want to treat a paralyzed patient, then the blood of that patient needs to be less viscous. In Alzheimer's disease, the CSF of the brain must have dried up, due to which dark energy can no longer act on CSF of brain. So the memories must be intact in Alzheimer's, but the CSF is not present to process those memories. In autism, there is excessive folding in some areas of the brain. This must be due to excess grey matter and less white matter attached to that grey matter, due to which the gravity acts too much on that grey matter and causes too much folding in that area. In Asperger syndrome, there is less grey matter in certain brain areas and hence more CSF relative to grey matter, due to which they must have less memory and more processing. In cancer, there is excess dark energy working on a particular organ of the body because there must be excess water content in that part of the body, due to which that body part keeps on inflating. In viral diseases, there must be excess black colored spiky substances in the body, which would cause gravity to act on those body areas too much, which would cause deflation of the body. Now coming to special relativity. The faster an object travels, the more the gravity work on its front end, because the gravity would try its best to decelerate things. At the same time, the dark energy would try to increase its speed by pulling its rear end forward, due to which there is length contraction. Also, the more gravity acting at the front end would cause a clock present at the front end to slow down, and the dark energy acting at the rear end would cause clock at the rear end to move faster. Similarly, in general relativity, the clock present near the massive object is slowed down and vice versa. The high wavelength electromagnetic waves should have a property to converge, and low wavelength electromagnetic waves should have a property to diverge. How an electromagnetic waves is produced? Well, the electron is bound to the nucleus by strong gravitational force. So when we wiggle the electron around the nucleus by AC voltage, it causes a bond between the electron and nucleus to wiggle like a waving rope. This wiggling rope then extends to very far distances. Then when this wiggling rope meets an antenna, then it causes the bonds of electrons and nucleus of that antenna to also wiggle like a rope. I think AI can be made sentient if we can somehow make the sensors, or we can say the inputs of the computer, made of more water and less copper. Like we need CSF in brain to become sentient. General anesthesia works by temporarily breaking a bond between grey matter and CSF of nervous system. The magnets work because When we make a magnet, we give a voltage to it and cool it immediately, due to which electrons are concentrated on one pole of the magnet and nuclei are concentrated on the other pole. Since the electrons are concentrated on one pole, so they are not able to move that much, due to which dark energy cannot work on them. On the other hand, the end which has more nuclei is going to experience more gravity, because now there are no moving electrons around them, so the dark energy cannot counteract the gravity. So hence on both poles the effect of gravity is significantly increased. Viruses and bacteria are acted upon by two different forces. Viruses are being acted upon by gravity. Bacteria are being acted upon by dark energy. So a viral infection can be treated by giving some type of bacteria, and bacterial infections can be treated by giving some type of viruses. Similarly, I think cancers which are acted upon by dark energy can be treated with viruses. Okay, so we have covered the main topics of this theory. I will cover more and more topics in future videos, but I think my work is done here, and humanity will keep on exploring more and more scientific knowledge based on this theory, and I will no longer be needed. Okay, so thanks for watching, and like and subscribe this video and share with your friends, so that we can bring about a paradigm shift to the humanity. I wish all of you will bring about positive change and not use this theory for negative reasons. Thank you.